So we
obě bojovnice už můžeme vidět na bojišti. Za chvíli tady uvidíme vlastně další ukrajinsko-ruský souboj o medaile.
to the first round of this third place 1-versus-1 duel, which will be between Russia and Ukraine. And lots of Russia versus Ukraine battles
First
today.
round between Ukraine Fighter 1 and Russia Fighter 2.
And the marshal calling now the start of this longsword round. Getting a little more movement there and aggression, but you can see a very, very straight stance from the Russian fighter there. Backs away very, very well. Goes for a counter strike, can't quite connect. Nice aggression shown there from both fighters. Some big strikes there on the side. Nice variation from this Russian fighter. Again, getting another side blow. Oh, great movement there, having to draw her sword out so far. I think more connections are being made by the Russian fighter. Ukraine moving it around, but he's going to have to get a few blows in and connect. Nice headshots there. Going down to the side. Brilliant headshot there from the Russian. Again, just connecting with these and getting the upper hand. A slight height advantage she has. Some shots there from these 1-versus-1 fighters. Again, a lot more technical than the PUERTVS, and of course the aim is just to get hits. We very seldom see long swords used in, one-handed sword used in the PUERTVS because they just don't quite create enough damage.
Time, stop fight!
And that is called. And more connected shots there from the Russian. It goes in with an early lead. The second round now will be the sword and buckler, which relies on speed and precision. And so far we've seen more precision from the Russian fighter. However, longsword and sword and buckler are two very different techniques.
Second round. Fight.
Stalking the Russian there, gets in with a low shot. Goes for that helmet and gets a nice strike in. I think the Ukrainian got the upper hand there.
Ready, fight.
And good start there from the Ukrainian fighter who lost the semi-final against Russia 1. And getting some nice defensive shots there.
Stop fight!
And may well have got the contact there again. The Russian fighter there losing to the German fighter. The fight went quite long, some good shots there coming into the
Stop
side.
Fight.
It's already called. That one may have gone to the Russian.
Please get ready for the third round.
In the third round, we'll see the sword and shield. So the entire shoulder armor there being slighted.
Ukrajinka už je připravená k boji, ale i Ruska, tak můžeme na třetí
So
kolo.
the Russian fighter there is ready.
Third round.
And both of
Fight.
them now. The Ukrainian keeping the shield very, very high. And the Russian will use her height to an advantage. They may go for a lower shot, but she'll have to lunge in and she may risk leaving herself exposed. That's a nice shot down there, and both fighters going for those low shots. The Russian charging in there, not quite connecting. The Ukrainian, a lot more shots in. As they spin up there, the last headshot was taken by the Ukrainian fighter. Again, nicely getting the shots that count against the legs. Clinching now, they'll need to get out of, they will restrict movement from the swords because he just blocked there. But neither fighter able to take advantage of that. And the Russian fighter there, very cautious but stalking the Ukrainian, who backs away and moves around the list. But they're going to have to connect now. More good leg shots from both fighters there. It's a nice attack. It's the Russian into a headlock, but they'll have to be split there. Marshall calls them to divide.
Time, stop fight.
And time is called there. I think the victory will be given to the Russian there. However, that second round, the sword and buckler was dominated by the Ukrainian. At least that's what I saw.
And with the result 2-0, the victory.
Just a final detail being checked there by the marshals. And the announcer did say it was a 2-0 victory. But hasn't quite got to the point of saying who won.
We will have an additional round.
Oh, in fact, there it goes to another round. They couldn't decide it. And this Russia 2 fighter will be getting flashes of deja vu here, exactly what happened in the semi-final against the German. He went to another round of sword and shield. And that very quick German got the upper hand. Just once again, to remind you, if you didn't hear the update earlier I gave about the Argentinian fighter who was hospitalized, he is okay and in this hotel now. You can see some nice low shots from the Ukrainian. The Russian not quite getting away from those shots in time. And it's going to be a longsword fight, this additional round. And the Russian certainly had the upper hand in the first round of their fight with the longsword. Making a lot of good connections.
Fight.
Using height, taking the height advantage. Again, the Russian straight in there with some big strikes. Nicely hitting the legs there, and just in a clinch at the top. Goes for a nice counter strike. The Russian Ukrainian not quite connecting there. Again, big strike coming from both fighters there. Body shots, some nice clean work, good headshot there from the Ukrainian. Forcing into the side of the list. There's some great leg shots, however, from the Ukrainian, who comes back, responding well. And time is called there. Oh, this will be very close.
Medics, please come to the list. We need medics on the list.
Potřebujeme pomoc záchranné služby.
You can see those good shots there. Nice shots to the leg there. Good aggression shown by the Russian in particular. Great strike there coming down. Moves away very, very well. Very, very agile fighter. Just clipping the sword of the Ukrainian there. Oh, it's taken a nasty blow to the nose there. She's that's quite a lot of blood. She'll just receive some attention there as applause from the and it looks like the announcement will be made without the presence of the Russian fighter. Something was very, very close there, so I think that marshals will have a difficult job to call that. Go straight into the final between Russia and Germany. Oh, what a result that was yesterday for this German fighter. You see the squire there. The Russian fighter who will be among the last few fights of the men's 1-versus-1 dual category. And the both fighters now are ready, so the start will be called by Marshall. And the speed
ready, fight.
This Russian fighter, the precision of that German is going to be something to fight against. Going for a testing shot there. Both a very cautious start, and the German backing away well there. That's the strike of the Russian. A nice counter-attack, but great blocks for this German. And a good headshot there, and a combination. The second shot was blocked, however, that first one will count. Great fight here, very, very tense. And the German going for those lunging shots though, but not connecting. Be very, very close, and as much as not many shots from either fighter. Connected, and a great side shot there from the Russian. And that will bring in a valuable point. And the Russian come out with some great combination shots here, but not able to get a connection now. There is a nice shot to the body there. It's a very, very rapid shots coming from the Russian. And the German having no response there. And just that quick burst may be enough to make all the difference. The German did connect a couple of shots, however, but only fighting against such speed.
Time, stop fight.
And the first round is over. Great work there from the Russian. It was a very tense fight itself, but the second round of the sword and buckler, I can see that the speed of the Russian may give an advantage. And you can see that nice combination, great vision. It's a swing over to the right shoulder of the German, but it was well blocked. And some nice shots there. Starts working around the shoulder, very clever break there. Good side shots. Nice head shot from the German, but the Russian will convincingly take that round.
Program pitvy náhradů nám pomalu vrcholí. Vidíme duely v ženské kategorii, tohle už je souboj o zlato. Pak přijdou na řadu boje o medaile také v mužské kategorii.
German, but they're taking some time in the preparations, and then Knight Marshal quite rightly hurrying her on.
Ready, fight!
And now we go into this second round. Watch out for those low shots on the Russian. Very, very quick. We saw that before, but she's got her left leg back there, so it's not exposed. Nice block there from the German with the buckler. Nice low shot from the German. Both fighters shifting back there, not giving anything away. Nice block again from the German. Only 3 shots need to make, and Russian did get the last touch there. That first action, I think, will go to the Russian, or the marshals seem to be confirmed about. There may be a disagreement.
Ready, fight!
And they go brought together then for another phase of this sword and buckler round. A great shot there to the head of the German. A great, rapid succession of shots there from the Russian.
Fight!
Get a nice quick strike there. However, the German does respond.
Stop fight!
And the Russian just proving too much for this German fighter.
For the third round.
They'll now make preparations for the sword and shield round, where the German fighter got the edge over the Russia 2 fighter in the semi-final.
round. Fight.
And the start of the sword and shield round comes through. You can see again the Russian with that very mobile stance, leaning well forward. In a very well studied stance that she's using. And the German relying on agility, so get away from these big shots and fast shots from the Russian. Again, fighters, as you can see, do have the same advantage and disadvantage, if you like, of the Russian being right-handed and the German being left-handed. So it leaves one side open, and movement of the shield to deflect shots is made all the more difficult. A good shot to the leg there from the Russian. Very cautious exchange here. Good swing there from the Russian, gets straight out of the way after striking the leg of the German. And again, another connection, this time with the inner leg of the German opponent.
Time, stop fight.
And it is called there. And the marshals will confer now. And I would say the victory there goes to Russia. But it depends what the...
And with the result 2-0, the victory goes to Russia Fighter 1.
And Russia 1 is the world champion. And 1 versus 1. And a great smile there, big respect to the crowd. So there we have it, the women's 1 versus 1 duel category has been decided. The third place will be announced when the Russian fighter has finished receiving medical attention. You can just see a great connection there. Very smooth work from that Russian fighter. But all credit to the German fighter. She's had an incredible journey. And to take the second place here is an incredible achievement. She certainly wasn't the favourite going in, but that silver medal is very, very impressive for the German there. What a tournament she's had.
Right now we will start the finals of men's category duel 1 versus 1. And the first 3 fights are Russia Fighter 3 versus Poland Fighter 1. Then Russia Fighter 1 versus United Kingdom Fighter 1. Then Russia Fighter 2 versus Poland Fighter 3. Fighters, please get ready.
So the Russians right now will not have to face each other in this first round of the finals. These first 3 out of the finals.
We have the runner-up here. Congratulations on the second place silver medal. Is this your first year at Battle of the Nations?
It's not the first year. We were here in Trogir 2013, but we were totally new then, so yeah, we were not recognized, of course not.
Well, since 2014, you have grown a lot. Who helps you to train? How did you achieve it?
Well, the main cause comes from my boyfriend. He's a fighter too, bullhorn and single fights, and yeah, we train a lot together. We try to analyze other fights, other fighting styles. Of course, we try to get information from other fighters, from better fighters, to get them to teach us something.
Why did you decide to take part in historical medieval battle as a fighter? It's not really a female sport, I think.
Yeah, well, we are growing, but yeah, for me, I like these martial arts, martial sports, and for me, it's just the adrenaline, just you fight with sword and shield, so who does that? Who's crazy enough? And I just love it. I just love it.
What do you think? Women's category 3 versus 3, is will it be perspective for Team Germany? Because this year, I think we haven't had this.
It was a bit sad because there was a team, but we had some problems with the team. So our captain got the thumb broken, the other got the cast on, had to go back to Germany.
We're ready to start the fight
Was
between Russia Fighter
unfortunately,
3
but
and
next year we will be
Poland
here
Fighter
for
1.
sure.
We will see you next year then. Thank you very much.
Thank you too.
And we go now to
First round.
Russia 3 against Poland 1. This Polish fighter, incredibly fast. And just watch for the blows coming down with this long sword. I can see a very, very aggressive start here from the Polish fighter. And sizing each other up there, you can see that the Polish fighter has a good length advantage there from the span of the arms. And so instead of the expected aggressive start, it's actually quite cautious. Still not even one swing thrown yet. Yeah, both fighters taking a long time to connect here. Well, there's absolutely nothing happening so far. Well, of course, a shot there thrown by the Pole, who can't afford to give anything away. You can see how fast the swing is there. And the Russian now, they're breaking away. And the Russians sword caught. There's great counter-attack from the Pole. You see how fast he swings. Great work from this Pole now. A lot of movement in this long sword section of the 1 versus 1 bout. Okay, I think the Pole made
Time, stop fight.
and very few shots connected there or even thrown.
Please get ready for the second round.
I could see there was a connection from the Russian fighter and quick reactions there from the Pole. He was the one who actually had his sword caught in the rope. Against a well shots there. Nice work from both fighters in that section, but that was about it in terms of shots. See there, the Russia 1 fighter.
Fight.
Well, they're all together sword and buckler, and they're going to have to go at each other here because they've got to get 3 hits in. 3 hits landed and they'll be broken up. Nice block from the buckler of the Russian there. And again, these two fighters being very cagey. And like I said, there is no time limit on this. It hits the count. This is something the longest sword and buckler fight I've ever seen, just for the first section of it. And there's a good hit there given by the Russian. Who's going to need 2 more. You can certainly understand neither fighter wanting to give anything away or expose himself. They're both very precise fighters with their shots. Still not connected 3 shots. Going on for an awfully long time here. A nice connection there, however. But still not got to 3 shots landed there. Nice attempt at the low shot, but using his height advantage there, but still didn't connect. Lunges down. I think that was called. So Pole took 3 shots there from the Russian, but that's the longest first section of a sword and buckler round I've ever seen. See, there's actually a complaint on the size of the buckler there. I was wondering what was taking so long, but it's now being measured by the marshal. I think it's actually been taken out, so the assistant there for the Polish fighter will need to, as you can see there, she's just got another buckler. And I think the marshal was happy with the width of it, but it's been used a lot already by these Polish fighters. And we go to the second part of this sword and buckler. Like the first one, it's the longest we've ever seen, and it looks like this second part is going to be no different. A nice quick shot there from the Russian. Nice exchange there, but they're very good at keeping their distance between each other. Very careful fight here. Pole went straight for the buckler there. I don't really see why. And now the crowd starting to get lively. There's some big support there for the Poles we saw before in the 21 versus 21. Not only, and there's a nice exchange there, but again, not connecting. And there is a contact. Good shot there from the Russian. just getting the edge in. We've seen such aggression from this Polish fighter throughout his rounds. He's holding back far too much now. Of course, he's seen how quick this Russian fighter can be, and naturally doesn't want to give anything away. Finish change there, and unfortunately this Pole is only throwing these shots at the buckler of the Russian. Nice headshot, however. A good bit of aggression there, and
Stop fight.
goes to 3 shots there. I think we're under by the pole. So it'll go to the sword and shield now. The third and final round of this fight. But here, in order to get the win, both fighters are going to have to be quite aggressive. So that second part of this, second round of this fight, such a long time, and you can see why. Very, very careful stance here. The Russian slightly exposing his legs there, whereas you have the Polish fighter leaning forward. However, very, very agile, the Russian fighter, and good at shifting his body around to avoid shots.
Third round.
And the third and final round now.
Fight.
A less than energetic announcement there from the announcer. Maybe she's starting for the lethargy. And once again, predictably, a very cautious start to this sword and shield round, but this is timed as opposed to the sword and buckler, which depends on hits. So the longer they wait, the less chance of getting a hits in, and that was a nice block from the Russian fighter. And I think this is going to wide out again. The Pole going straight for the shield rather than tries to go for the low shot there, so a bit more interesting. Nice counter strike, didn't quite connect. Blow there from the Russian. Not a lot here. There's some great connection shots there from the Russian. And a good bit of aggression there from the Russian at the end, a late burst, but that's where it ends. Well, I can see this being a very close decision here, purely on the basis that so few shots connected. Again, a very, very quick shot from the Pole. He went for the shield. It went down a little bit more, might have made contact. Very nice.
2-1. The victory goes to Russia Fighter 3.
And the Russian has gone through that progression late in the last round. Will have taken it for him, and he'll be very happy with that. Disappointing for that Polish fighter who has been so strong throughout.
Fighter 1 versus United Kingdom Fighter 1.
Now this very fast UK fighter goes into this immensely strong and precise Russia 1 fighter. this UK fighter, having already taken part in a tournament in Moscow early this year. Very, very agile. And this precision of the Russian fighter is going to be put to the test.
First round. Fighters ready? Fight!
How do you move in there? Touch of the swords. Those two, and again you can see the height advantage of the big Russian fighter. And he goes for a swipe shot there, and you can see how straight he keeps his back. No big moves there, whereas you can see the shifting sideways, straightening from the UK fighter. There goes a nice overhead shot there. It's all round also quite cautious. And there's a contact with the shoulder there. Well, it's very close. I'm wondering if we'll see a late burst there. Great combination of shots there from the Russian, connecting with that final body shot. And takes a headshot there. Some nice aggression, however, shown from the UK fighter, who takes it to the Russian, sends him back though. He goes crashing to the ground. In a touch there from the Russian. He's so quick that he doesn't expose himself.
Time stop fight.
Time called there in the first round. I think more connected shots from the Russian.
Please get ready for the second round.
Všechno se nám tedy připravuje na druhé kolo. Vidíme britsko-ruský souboj. Duel 1-1.
Second round, fight!
Go into the sword and buckle round of Russia 1 versus UK 1. Gets a nice crisp shot there from this big Russian fighter. But I think that UK fighter's leaning down. He's going to go for some low shots. Nice clash of the knuckles there. Not quite a connection there. Good movement by the Russian, however. And that's the third connection through. Very nice there. Moving to the next section of this sort of buckle. Great duck there. Well, I think the Russian actually just caught the UK fighters, moving around very well. And doing a great job in avoiding these very close. You can see the guard of the Russian is so low. He's very, very confident in keeping the distance, using that height to his advantage. And the UK fighter there going down. Smack down the power of those blows from the Russian. He did, however, make some good connections slow there.
je poslední část druhého kola.
You see the great evasive move there from the UK fighter who comes in low. Nice shots there, however.
Top fight.
The Russian just got the connections there from above. So now they go into the third and final round of this battle.
Půjdeme do finiše. Stále tedy sledujeme souboje, ve kterých se bude rozhodovat o medailích v letošní bitvě národů.
Yeah, you can see there's some great shots from the top that would send a UK fighter crashing to the ground.
Nakonec naslavili zlaté medaile Rusové, když ve finále přemohli těsně Ukrajinu. Teď nás čekají tedy další nádherné boje v kategorii 1 na 1.
Third round. Fight.
Tak a jdeme do třetího kola.
Right, wide stance there from the UK fighter, very confident in his strides, blocking these shots from the Russian, but it's not going to be easy to get close to the Russia 1 fighter.
Z větší části sletilo.
See a big movement there, nice strikes down, leaping forward this UK fighter.
Že nám třetí kolo ukončí časový limit.
And the Russian fighter standing fast there, very confident in his stance, and the movement is coming from the UK fighter. And that's a good connection there. Nice where the UK fighter reads where the next shot is coming from. Very nice technique there. And a nice charge there from the UK fighter who's connecting with his shots. The Russian eventually getting 2 shots in there.
Time, stop fight.
And the fight is called there.
Další duel nám skončil. Maršálové za chvíli oznámí jméno vítěze.
And you can see how the Russian just
And
comes
with
over
the
on the other
result
side.
3-0, the victory goes to Russia Fighter 1.
And Russia 1 advance.
Vítězství putuje do Ruska. Rus jednoznačně poměrem 3-0 poráží bojovníka z Velké
You can see
Británie.
some good attacks
And
nonetheless
next
from
on
the
the
UK
list,
fighter,
Russia
leading right
Fighter
down
2
there.
versus Poland Fighter 3.
A teď tu máme další souboj 1 na 1 a troufám si tvrdit, že to bude takové předčasné finále.
Ano, oba bojovníci už nám tady v předchozích dnech ukázali, jak jsou šikovní v těchto duelech. Před námi je souboj polského bojovníka proti šampionovi z Ruska.
Pokud oba borci vítězili, tak to bylo suverénním způsobem.
First round.
And another very aggressive Poland fighter here against
Fighters ready, fight.
a slick move of this Russian. Again with that nice height advantage, but coming in with some great combinations as a Russian, a very aggressive fight.
Ukazují oba sokové ten pravý boj,
Reading his
tak to má
opponent there.
vypadat, tak se nám to líbí.
And you can see very sharp shots there.
Ano, to je paráda.
Some good headshots from the very, very nice shots to the helmet there from the Russian, and not much in the way of response from the Pole at the moment. Losing fast then, defends himself against these blows from the Russian, but it's well, you got to say, it's very, very precise fighting.
Ruský borec v červeném si počíná velmi aktivně, ale ani
Now, a much more cautious moment there. Oh, really leaning right forward there. In terms of the faster blows, the Russia will have the advantage. And the clock is ticking down now. There's another headshot there from the pole, and he's sent down. Well, that's a big shot there from the pole. And Marshall, they're just slowly adjusting that net. Some great aggression here.
Time, stop fight.
And more connections made there from the Russian half of the pole. They'll certainly bring it.
Fighters, please get ready for the second round.
You saw this a great advance from the Russian combinations of headshots there. He does, however, get a shot there which knocks him down.
Dnešní program stále nekončí, stále má co nabídnout. Sledujeme vyvrcholení kategorie, mužské kategorie duelů 1 na 1. Po všech bojích bude následovat závěrečný ceremoniál.
Second round.
And the second round, the sword and buckler gets underway now between the Russian and the Pole. Get another very cautious start to this. This is, of course, the last category of the entire tournament. And a nice shot there, and good connection. However, the Pole now taking advantage of that height. Now we're to a stage in the competition where it is so tense between these fighters. The very aggressive group stage was get some support there being drummed up for these fighters, and that's it's a nice move there from the Russian. And so coming down, and the pole goes in, and there's a connection again from the Russian, which divides them. And the final section of this second round, some good connections there from the Russian. I think there were quite three, and that's it. So we go now to the final round of this 1 versus 1 duel, the sword and shield. We've seen some great attacks and connections from the Polish fighter. But I think at the moment the upper hand is with the Russian fighter. So the armor being prepared. Now you can see the Russia 1 fighter, the Squire, who was first place in the women's 1 versus 1 triathlon category. So both fighters now with the final preparations for going into this last round.
Third round. Fight!
The
Také je tady
oh,
třetí
with a
kolo.
very large shield then. You can see that they'll both be striking from the same side, making movement of the shield difficult. And you can see that the Pole is actually using a less side-on stance. Trying to get used to that shield without having to swing it round his body so much. And some nice strikes there coming from both fighters. Good connections there from the Pole. And then the Russian will have to come out with a response for that. And you can see going for those nice low shots there. Very, very precise from this Russian fighter. And spinning up there, the Pole can see that he's taken a blow. And it's a good combination there. Shot to the head and a shot to the leg from the Russian fighter. That's a nice aggression shown from the Pole, who knows he's got to get back into this. However, he's still taking another shot. And the dying moments of this fight by Polisek. Another nicely placed leg shot there.
Kteří ovšem rozhodují.
And a great movement there from the Russian to avoid getting a leg shot there from the Pole, whose guard is well down now, and he's going for
Time, stop fight.
and time is called there.
Tak chtěl jsem říct, že to vypadá, že třetí kolo bude brzy ukončeno a ono se tak stalo, takže za chvíli už.
Well, that's a very nice action there from this Russian fighter. I think has the upper hand. You can see that just at the end.
And with the result 3-0, the victory goes to Russia Fighter 2.
And Russia 2 goes forward. Good effort from that Pole there.
Polského soka. Že ruský bojovník si připisuje další velmi cenné vítězství v této fázi turnaje. Vypadá to, že na jedné straně bojiště uvidíme právě souboje o první, druhé a třetí místo. Na druhé straně dojde k soubojům o konečné čtvrté až šesté místo v této kategorii duelu 1 na 1.
So the first fight on the list A, Russia Fighter 1 versus Russia Fighter 3.
The first fight on the list B is between the United Kingdom Fighter 1 and Poland Fighter 3.
Tak zatímco na Bčku uvidíme polsko-britský souboj, tak na bojišti A to bude tedy ryze ruská záležitost.
So we go into the final stages of the men's 1 versus 1 triathlon category. And now you have the 2 Polish fighters and the UK fighter who will be fighting for the 4th, 5th and 6th places. And the UK fighter is from Polish origins. So it's a very Polish affair. And the battle for 1st, 2nd and 3rd place will be fought out by the Russians.
So right now on the list A, Russia Fighter 1 versus Russia Fighter 3.
And Russia 1 versus Russia 3 will be getting underway.
On the list B, we have the fight between the United Kingdom Fighter 1 versus Poland Fighter 3.
First round,
3 in UK 1. And you can see now that very, very cautious Russia 3 in black. But I think he's going to be stalked. I think the second match there has actually been delayed by a few seconds. You can see the UK 1 fighter in black and Poland 3 in the grey brigandine. And Russian 1 fighter using his height there as an advantage. And again, the rapid fire there, and well, this UK fighter's been taken down a few times purely because of imbalance. He's very, very agile, but being so nimble means that he gets some great shots coming there. Nice little charge and some great cuts. Well, this is very, very good from both fighters here. The Polish fighter with some big comers and nice leg shots. And we see the Russian fight there, and a lot more happening in this Poland-UK fight. The UK fighter taken to the edge of the list there, and a big headshot there from Russia 1. A very powerful fighter. And so the Russian fight will be the first one to come to a close. Some nice action there.
Time, stop fight.
And well, the Night Marshal actually caught off guard there. And did a bit of a clearer indication to the fighters which fight is being drawn to a close. And the UK fighter being pushed back there by the big Polish fighter. Again, not able to connect there, and the UK fighter would otherwise get some leg shots in. And that's been broken up. We'll go to round 2, the sword and buckler. So both these fights now moving into the next stage. You can see some great aggression there from the UK shot. Great evasive movement from the Pole. Nice shots to the leg there. Good combination from that UK fighter. And the UK fighter's buckler being strapped on there. And already you can see Russia 1 versus Russia 3 is underway. Advance there from Russians, and again taking a long time. No connections yet. Great exchange there, and the UK fighters failed again, but already we have a nice 3 hit which has gone through. You can hear some rapid shots there coming from the UK versus Poland. Very tense fight here instead. Russia 1 versus 3. Great move in there from the UK fighter, but he's caught a headshot at the end. And just being stopped there, and Mark Marshall intervening. And I think there will not be any more announcements from for when this fight stops. You can see before the Night Marshal got quite confused and thought that she was referring to his fight. That's a nice shot there from Russia 1 coming in from to the side of the head. And this Russian fighter is an all-rounder, also involved in the 5 versus 5 board. But fights with his club, he hasn't been involved in the 5 versus 5 representing Russia this year at Battle of the Nations. And already into the final round is UK 1 and Poland 3. And even though they started later than Russia 1 versus Russia 3, because it's so tense with the sword and buckler, that things moved off a lot quicker for UK versus Poland. A good shot there from the UK fighter, very sharp work going towards his leg from the pole. Quick advance there from Russia 1 we just saw the end of. So I think they too will now go into the sword and shield. Great strikes there from that UK fighter. He knows he has to go for it, he's getting stuck in. Well defended, however. There's some good shots. Charging there.
Please come to the list.
Medics have
We need
been
medics on the list.
summoned. Well, it appears to be an injury to Russia, the Russia 3 fighter. And that may bring his match to an end. It's a great shame there. Again, we're still yet to hear the result of the 3rd place 1 versus 1, where you saw the Russia 2 fighter going to get medical attention, and they said they would announce the result as soon as she was back. The Poland and UK fighters being brought together again. Great low shot there.
With the result
Repul.
3-0, the victory goes to Russia Fighter 1.
And Russia 1 going through, well, unfortunately, Russia 3 fighter got an injury there. There's some great blows there coming through from both fighters.
Right
Good
now
defense
we
there
have
from the
7
UK
minutes
fighter.
break, so the fighters can have some rest. And after
7
that,
minutes
on
break there.
list A, Russia Fighter 2 versus Russia Fighter 1.
Asi po 7 minutách budeme na Ačku pokračovat dalším ruským soubojem.
And that takes it to the end of the fight there, and we will have a break after this.
Vypadá to, že je konec i na Bčku. Už za moment se dozvíme jméno vítěze.
The result is 2-1. The victory goes to the United Kingdom Fighter 1.
And the UK go through there.
Borec z Velké Británie.
Well, that's a big result for him.
And the next fight is between Poland Fighter 1 and the United Kingdom Fighter 1. So fighters, you have 5 minutes rest.
Okay, a 5-minute break there before we go into the next round. The Russians already resting, so don't go away.
And in just 1 minute, we will start the fight between Russia Fighter 2 and Russia Fighter 1.
No a první kolo může začít. Přece jenom první favorit z tohoto souboje se pustil do svého soupeře. Přestože ten mu držel ruku, tak ho zasáhl mnohokrát.
Some big shots there from the Russia 1 fighter. However, relatively evenly matched so far. A lot of aggression and good combinations coming in from this Russia 2 fighter. As you can see, a shot there, and they're both on the ground there.
Při své snaze uštědřit soupeři další a další úder upadl na zem, ale teď stojí na nohou. Může pokračovat.
And they're brought together again. Nice headshot there from Russia 1. Look very, very fast. The Marshals are going to have a tight job calling these. That's nice work there from Russia 1, and they're pushed back to the rope.
První kolo nám pomalu spěje do svého finále.
Warning them against any illegal moves. And a nice headshot from both those fighters there. Very impressive there from Russia 2. These quick combinations, and the Russia 1 fighter having a few responses through that. That'll be a good opportunity there for the Russia 2 fighter to actually go for the legs of Russia 1. And it's been brought apart there. Goes to round 2, sword and buckler.
Poland Fighter 1 and the United Kingdom Fighter 1. Come please to the list B.
So the very nimble UK 1 fighter goes head-to-head with the Poland 1 fighter, who was very, very aggressive in the group stages, but they had a very long battle, he and Russia 3 in the last fight.
Pak se bojuje o konečné 4. až 6. místo. bojišti a sledujeme bitvy o medaile.
Soupeři přezbrojili, aby mohli začít ve druhém kole.
United Kingdom Fighter 1, come to the list B. You have 1 minute. And
see
Poland
just,
Fighter 1, come please to the list B.
Minor injury there at the little finger of Russia 3, which unfortunately has cost him dearly, as he was not able to continue fighting.
Ještě ještě probíhají nějaké dohady, se prvního kola týká.
And the Poland and UK fighters now going into the first round of the longsword. Yeah, keeping a big distance there. It's not going to be as cautious as it was in the first round of this big Polish fighter. There's some shots there just testing the reactivity of the UK fighter. He's going to need to pounce at a certain point. That's a nice exchange there. And a lot better there from both these fighters. The Polish fighter pushing the UK fighter away. Oh, that's very nice, and there's a breakage there. Wow. And a breakage of the sword. The weapon breakages we've seen so far in Battle of Nations have been primarily polearm, so incredibly in the 5v1 there was a falchion which was broken, and 3 shots being called there, and Russia 1 against Russia 2.
Polský bojovník potřebuje novou zbraň a už má právě teď v ruce, takže budeme pokračovat.
Cautious one, you can see how the Russian 1 fighter keeps himself well upright, whereas the Russian 2 fighter leans forward. There are some great fast shots there from both these fighters. A nice headshot against Russia 1. And the UK fighter not letting up his guard there. That's a great aggression there shown by this Poland and, of course, the UK fighter. Great speed with that Polish fighter. And that goes to round 2, which is still going on in this Russian bout. A nice connection there from Russia 1, whereas the Russia 2 fighter won't respond. Great shots there.
Se ruského souboje týká, tak druhé kolo je tu ukončeno.
It's a very, very good movement from this Russia 2 fighter. You see how that sharp attack had only hit the hilt of the sword. And a nice counter-attack there from that quick Polish fighter. Some big shots there to the head. Yeah, that UK fighter demonstrating incredible experience and a great defensive maneuver there. So quick. Now round to the sword and buckler. UK versus Poland. That's a great shot there from the UK fighter who goes in low, and that's called. I think perhaps the Polish fighter got the last shot there.
Ruský souboj pokračuje třetím a posledním kolem. O něm se dozvíme jméno vítěze.
Look at these two very fast fighters. This is very close. Oh no, I can't call it. A nice attack there on the head of Russia 1. Fights here. Moving down, and the Russia 1 fighter keeping his shield wide out. Great swipe there from Russia 2. Some great action here. In fact, just leaping out of the list there, the Polish fighter. But that will continue. And now an opportunity for the Russian fighter, Russia 2 fighter, to strike down the leg, which he does. Slight exposure from Russia 1, and was not able to swing his own sword. The Russia 2 fighter, he knows where to attack. All of the shots are avoided by Russia 1. And that is called. And a friendly headbutt there to show respect to each other. Well, this is very tough to call. You can see not quite connecting. He's only catching the circle of Russia 1, not getting a connection. Some nice shots, however. A great duck there from Russia 2. Avoids those leg shots as well. Very impressive. A good combination from Russia 1, however, it was all avoided. Very impressive
work. With the result 2-1, the victory goes to Russia Fighter 2.
And Russia 2 has come on top. Great result there. We see now the Polish UK fighters still battling it out here in the last section of this triathlon, the sword and shield. And looking for openings there. And we saw the UK
right now
fighter.
We're going to have 7 minutes break, after which we will have the fight between Russia Fighter 2 and Russia Fighter 3.
And it seems that Russia Fighter 3 can participate. That's good news for him. Great shot there from the Polish fighter. Very, very fun. A nice rushing attack there from the UK fighter, who goes in with some shots, gets some in on the heads and the leg. Oh, that's a great headshot from the Pole there. A nice response, however, this fast-moving UK fighter. Brought together again, and the UK fighter looking to get a few extra shots in here. And time is called there.
In a fight between Russia Fighter 2 and Russia Fighter 3, Russia Fighter 2 gets technical win.
Well, that's 2 victories for Russia Fighter 2. I think that will crown him the champion.
Takže před chvílí jsme tedy mohli vidět staronového mistra světa, který obhájil zlatou medaili. Byl to ruský bojovník v tom červeném, který se s námi před chvílí loučil. Takže první 3 místa tady známe na Bčku. Jsme teď sledovali souboj Poláka s Britem, což je ta skupina, ve které se bojuje o 4. až 6. místo.
So that Polish fighter will now
And
to
with
have
the
a short break.
result 3-0, the victory goes to Poland Fighter 1.
And the Polish fighter there dominating with a 3-0 win.
Připadlo Polákovi. Ale potlesk samozřejmě i pro britského bojovníka, ano.
And now we have this 7 minutes break, and then we'll have the fight between Poland Fighter 1 and Poland Fighter 3.
And that will be the last fight. And you can see the
První kolo už nám začalo.
2 Polish fighters getting straight in there. A very quick exchange. Nice shot there and duck away by the Poland 3 fighter. Good rapid attacks, and I think they're getting stuck in because they've had plenty of time to train and spar with each other. Nice movement. More aggressive connections from the Poland 3 fighter. That's some big shots coming in there.
Proti sobě tady teď stojí 2 kamarádi z národního týmu.
That's some great work there from the Poland 3 fighter to counter the attacks there. And defends well. And nice defensive shots there. Poland 1 fighter always going for the head. Very, very nice fast work from the Poland 1 fighter. Good round there.
Skončilo nám první kolo. Bojovníci si tady vezmou malé ochranné štíty. Půjde se na prostřední část tohoto boje.
Between Poland Fighter 1 and Poland Fighter 3.
Také to tady druhé kolo nám začalo.
And the 2 Polish fighters now going into the sword and buckler.
Na sebe pomalu opět vrhnou.
So in these later rounds, the Poland 3 fighters have been more aggressive. The first fight with Poland versus Poland 1 against Russia 3. So held back quite a lot in the battle went on for a long time. That's a great shot there to the head. A nice shot to the side there. And we'll get that point.
Druhého kola Maršalové ukončili.
You can see the Poland 3 fighter keeping the buckler further in towards the body. But I think a better strategy is keeping a bit further out, as the Poland 1 fighter is. And you can see it's very effective. He's blocking those shots from the Poland 3 fighter with his buckler. And a nice headshot there from the Poland 1 fighter. And brings them again.
Druhé kolo stále není u konce, vstupujeme do poslední části. Stále sledujeme souboj dvou Poláků.
Nice. Oh, and he's actually lost his weapon there. Oh, very unfortunate there. He was a slightly more aggressive fighter, going for 2 early shots, but losing his weapon. That takes us to the next part of this. See those Spanish fighters who were mercenaries for the UK team of 21 versus 21. It's understandable that fighters who travel here would want to do as much fighting as possible. And it makes it great for the entire category of 21 versus 21. The Italian team there. So I suspect still suffering the effects of the night before.
Fighters ready?
Final round now of Poland 3 against Poland 1.
Boj mezi bojovníky z Polska stále nekončí. Sledujeme závěrečnou
Low
část
shot there.
tohoto duelu.
Really ballsy move going through, and he didn't quite have a shield high enough, although no counter strike was made. Good defending there with the shield. Some good attacks. And a great headshot there from Poland 1. Again, leaving himself slightly exposed, could have moved that out of the way, but it was a big shot.
Věřme, že tahle bitva má stále co nabídnout.
And the last few shots not quite connecting.
Čtvrté místo v bitvě národů v této kategorii.
Great shot there to the legs. A nice headshot there from Poland 1. He's finding that empty space when the Poland 3 fighter comes on the attack, and indeed sometimes the counter attack. That's twice now he's made contact there with the helmet of the Poland 3 fighter, and that draws us to a close.
Děkujeme borcům z Polska za tenhle duel.
Another tense fight there, but you can see there's testing shots. Lovely counter attack. However, the Poland 3 fighter did well to get away there. You can see.
3-0. The victory goes to Poland fighter 1.
And Poland 1 getting the victory there.
Označení 1 slaví nakonec vítězství, přemohl svého kamaráda z polské reprezentace.
That was the last battle in the category duel 1 versus 1 man.
So that's that. And the victory goes there to Russia 2. Who had a very, very difficult fight against Russia 1 there. And Russia 3 sadly was out of the competition due to an injury on his finger. Nothing serious, but unfortunately it was the end of his tournament.
A za malou chvíli vyvrcholí závěrečným ceremoniálem.